All right. Go to live chats. What is up, guys? We have Dino Fan. We have Diego Roa. Hey, guys. So, I felt like doing a stream today. Not for too long. I just want to do a quick stream. Let's chat about some stuff. I don't know, whatever we want. I just had a rather disappointing morning, so I felt like maybe getting a jump start with you guys would maybe kind of help rekindle the morning, I guess, or refresh it, restart it. So, yeah. But I had a fun day yesterday. Came from school. Cool. How disappointing. Well, you already know I was talking to Southwest Airlines, Troy, and they screwed me over. Let's just say they lied to me about how my credits work, and then when I called them to figure out why my code wasn't working, they told me the truth. And yeah, so that's fun. I lost $203.90 something down the drain because Southwest Airlines is mean. Yeah. So that was fun. But I'd like to cheer up my morning with something different, hanging out with you guys. We have a shroom in the chat. Let's do this, guys. I don't think that the last one went too well, and we haven't had a shroom thing too well. So let me remind any of you guys that are new to this how this works. Troy's going to post shrooms in the chat, and you're supposed to keep track of how many there are, and eventually at some point during the stream he will put a draw emoji out and tell everybody to shoot, and then whoever gets the number right first gets a shout out. Can you cut my hair? Please. Come here and cut it, please. It's very long. How's MI coming along, and when do you think the episode will be released? I think by the episode, you mean episode 1. Episode wasn't coming along too bad. I've gotten a lot of work done. Technically, like, none of the episodes are actually like finalized where I finished them and I've uploaded them yet. But I do need to get Mandy's narration for episode 1 done, and then I can upload that unlisted onto YouTube. Not publish it yet. I won't even show it to my patrons until, like, a day before it releases. But I just want it on YouTube, so it's there and done, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. And also I can screen test it to a couple people, like my sister, and stuff like that, to get any feedback on it. Sexy Ian Malcolm in the background. Yeah. Oh, yeah, if you're wondering what happened to the bed, so it looks all fine now, but this morning I was laying down in the bed. I woke up and I'm just like kind of slowly warming up, and I was watching a YouTube video about the new YouTube algorithm updates and stuff. And Phoenix was looking at me, and he was very pissed that I wasn't rushing to get out of the bed to feed him. And so he literally flung himself backwards and splashed water out. And all of this that you see where the blanket isn't there, all of that was all soaking wet. Like, it was black. Like, this white or this light gray turned to black. It turned to black because it was so wet. He just splashed it. I think he did it multiple times too, but it got all soaked and wet because he got pissed at me. And I didn't feed him. I waited until like a couple hours ago until I fed him because I was pissed at him and he wet my whole day. So that was fun, but it's dry now. That's not the YouTube algorithm. That's just a YouTube child safety defense system, I guess. But yeah. Sexy and Malcolm in the background. Random question: have you ever fell out of the bed? I have fallen out of the bed when I used to have a bunk bed, and I didn't have like this stuff, and I used to thrash more in my sleep. Not that this really blocks me anymore. If I really was going crazy, I'd roll over this. I mean, I'm a big dude, but I don't thrash in my sleep like I used to. But so it was it was easier to fall because I didn't have this. But yeah, I've fallen out of my bed a couple times. Not off the top bunk. The top bunk did have a thing on it, but the bottom one didn't. Also, Phoenix is like Indominus. How so? I'm very curious the relation you're you were putting there. No one suspected counter shading in marine reptiles like mosasaurs earlier. What morons? No offense. Why is Kikizilla on the bed? Get him over here. True that. So, what I was doing yesterday was that I was hanging out with the director of Edge. You guys aren't aware, he and I both live in Colorado, and he and I are good friends. And so my sister, my brother, and I drove in our my sister drove us, but we went in the car out to the Reptilian Nation Expo in Denver. And Destin and his roommate and a friend of his all went together as well, and we all met up there. So there's the 6 of us just hanging out. We went to the Reptile Nation Expo. We filmed a bunch of stuff there to mix that into our Gem and Mineral Show video, which I'm going to be uploading very soon. I'm going to mix those 2 videos together, and you guys will get to see our little collaboration kind of thing. It was really fun. It was really fun. But then after that, we went to a mall and we ate, and then we hung out around Bass Pro Shop for a little bit, looked at the fish, and then we went and watched How to Train Your Dragon 3 last night. And then we got some ice cream after that. So it was a really fun day. We took the whole day, but it was a blast. It was a blast. And I really enjoy that dude's company. He's awesome. Probably should put the pictures. The pictures of our trip are on Instagram. I put a couple pictures up there. But if you guys want to see them on Downer Nation, I probably should put them on there too. How much would you need to be paid to go Ken Ham's arm encounter? I am not understanding what you're meaning there. Guys, like the stream. Yeah, like the stream, guys. Hells yeah. He shows lots of intelligence. I never knew a fish could be intelligent aside from a few each. Archerfish. Oh yeah, archerfish are really smart, but Oscars are even smarter. They're very personable fish. They have completely unique personalities. I've never seen 2 Oscars that are alike, but yeah, they're very intelligent fish. I think what would be a more intelligent fish than an Oscar? I know. Pretty sure pufferfish are pretty smart too. There's another one I was trying to think of. I know is very smart. It's escaping me right now. I haven't been on top of my fish game lately. Because I've been focusing on YouTube for a long time now. But yeah, Oscars are very smart. They're very smart. Phoenix is very smart as well. He also throws a lot of fits like classic Oscar. Really proud of how many Triceratops horridus turned out. Hell yeah. Ark Encounter, the Noah's Ark theme park. Ark Encounter, Noah's Ark theme park. Oh, Ark Encounter is what you meant? Yeah, I still don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. Yeah. What? So I saw the new pictures of the promo images of the limited edition Spinosaurus. What do you guys think about those? I don't think it looks that good in those pictures, to be honest. Thoughts on Oculops, the cutest dinosaur that probably make a perfect pet? Let me look it up. So this is okay. I think I recognize this one. This is like one of the early ceratopsian ancestors, like Leptoceratops. Yeah, it even mentions Leptoceratops here. That would be pretty cute. I think I prefer Cetocosaurus. I like its face better. I remember one fish in River Monsters that looked really cool. I think it was called the Pyara, aka the vampire fish, aka the Pyara, is a very awesome fish. Vampire fish is the common name or the pet trade name because it sounds cooler. But Pyara is the native name of what they call it in its native area. Yeah. The chat is not very lively today. I wonder if it's a bad time to be streaming. You think so, Kiki? You think so? Yeah. maybe it wasn't the best time. But either way, I'm getting a little cheered up after my disappointing morning, so that's all good. I remember one. I read that. Is there a figure you are planning on getting now, and which one is it? That's a good question. I'm really trying to focus on figures that I really want to get. I'm not really collecting figures like anymore. I'm still collecting them, but not in like the traditional respect where you're like trying to get almost all of them, except the ones you don't like. I'm really only going for ones that I really like anymore. I'm just keeping this one shelf. I'm just going to cycle out figures and stuff that I need for Mesozoic Isle. So that's my exception. Is the stuff I need for Mesozoic Isle I'll get. Right now, I have a figure being sent to me from Safari because, if any of you guys follow me on Dino Nation or on Dino Nation, the Discord server, you guys would know that I'm a part of the hashtag How I Safari campaign. That means Safari is sending me out a free figure, and that's going to be coming out pretty soon for me to review, which I'm excited about. I need to get out my Eofauna Giganotosaurus review first, though. I already recorded that. I just need to edit it and put that up. So yeah, I'm getting that figure very soon. I'll do a Kiki and Coffee unboxing on it, and then I'll do the paleo review on it. And then, I might go after like one or two other 2019 figures from who knows. But I'm not going to be like doing it like where David's doing it, like where he gets like the whole line of the 2019 Safari stuff. I'm not really, because I don't really want to be that focused on reviews. That's why before I was kind of like, when I had that one experience, I was kind of like, yeah, you know what, I can do without being a part of the hashtag Safari campaign. But, I was like, let's just go for it. Let's see if it'll work. So I talked to them, and they wanted me to be a part of it. And so, yeah, I'm only getting one figure right now, but that's all I asked for. I only want one figure. I want to take it slowly. Yeah, but I'm really excited about that. Congrats. Thank you. I'm watching Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War is pretty dope. Trombone. I'm at school right now, and a dead headless rattlesnake body was found with its spine poking out. Yeesh. Can we get an F in the chat for the talk victim? Yeah, press F to pay respects to the dead rattlesnake. Oh, and which figure? I'm planning. That's the figure that I really wanted to get. A couple other figures that I really want to get. I would probably get relatively soon. There's like one or two other figures I'd like to get from Safari, and there's a couple other figures from other companies I'd really like to get my hands on right now. But I'm not really gonna. Well, I guess I'll give you something to chew on. The next really big figure I'm really excited to get is I want to try to get a hold of the Banjo Australorpinator from the Australian Natural History Museum. I think it's what it's called. It's a really cool Australorpinator figure, and I've been wanting to get it for like 3 years now, but I haven't gotten it, and I really think that I should finally get a hold of it. So I'm going to try to get a hold of that guy. I think that one would be pretty cool. Currently doing A-Push homework. Oh, that's fun. AP US History is what I'm guessing what that is. Got a blast. Bye, guys. See ya, Swoopicus. F. Good. We're having respects being paid. I'm planning to get some future Collecta and Rebor figures. What would you suggest? I'd suggest not getting any Rebor figures. And I'd suggest getting the Collecta Roaring Rex. Maybe the Dunkleosteus looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. What other ones look cool? I'm kind of curious to get a hold of the... Well, I really want to get the Ceratosaurus, but I'm also kind of curious to get a hold of the Brontosaurus. The Brontosaurus looks pretty cool. Wish I could stay longer, but I got to do some homework or else I'll start procrastinating. Hey, I feel your pain. I used to do that all the time. Get doing that homework, boy. No hard feelings. No, my figure reviews will have a little intro. It just shows the figure being an animal in a specific environment. Just like Spino Dude's intros. Do you play Jurassic World, the mobile game? Nope, I don't play any of Ludia's games. I quit after Jurassic World, the game, a long time ago, shortly after they first introduced tournaments because you couldn't get anything done. It was ridiculous. So yeah. The best way someone says feathers aren't scary. Rethink their decision to make them kick ass. Yeah. I joined the live stream, and the first thing I see is you with a plushie on your head. Yep. He was on the bed, but I was being yelled at to take him off the bed. No, I wasn't. Gotta go. See ya, Hadrosaur. You should have changed your score with Game Guardian. Game Guardian. Oh, you mean like one of those hacking things? Jesus Christ, no. I used to try to use the advertisement things, like the in-game ones, the ones they supported, where you just watch the advertisement and it kept giving you bucks, but it was the most annoying thing ever, and it wasted your time. I hate Ludia. I think that they're a piece of crap company, in my opinion. They're money hungry. They make a good game at first, and they ruin it every time. And from what my friends have been telling me, they're finally getting to that stage where they're ruining Jurassic World Alive too. So I never even played Jurassic World Alive. Yeah. I also have Jurassic World Evolution. I haven't played that since like a week after I first got it. And when I got it, I pre-ordered it, so I got it the day it released. Because that game had nothing in it. I got so bored of it. It really sucks, because the game is really cool in concept, and it has some nice polish. It's not the most polished game, but it kind of sucks that there's like nothing to do in it. Because I got bored so fast. I got bored within a week. I like how you used Actus Die and the Mesozoic Isle intro for your 900 subscriber special. Well, thank you. That's ever since 2015, I knew that was the song I was going to use for the intro, because I just felt like it worked perfectly, and I pictured out the intro from the start too. Specific scenes that I knew were going to happen a long time ago is that I knew from the very start. There's a lot of ones I came up with more recently, but the one that was always in there was the Maiasaura walking up to the water, and then the Deinosuchus jumping out and eating the screen. That was something I planned from the very beginning. The very beginning, that was always going to be a part of the intro. And I think that's pretty cool that it came out so well in there, because that little segment, those 3 shots, were always planned to be in that intro, and it came out so well. It came out just like I pictured it. Sup, was watching the Grand Budapest Hotel. Yes, I'm a hipster. When this came out. That's interesting. Cool. I was expecting Planet Earth theme to be used. Yeah, a lot of people thought that was going to be used because it's in the first trailer, but nah. I have so many different shows and movies and stuff that I'm using music from, but I think they all fit the dinosaur theme pretty well. But yeah, you'll see that, especially in episode 1, it's going to open up your eyes to a couple more things that I don't think people were expecting me to use. At least one big one that I don't think anybody would guess that I'm going to use. But yeah. The Allosaurus episode? Yeah, the Allosaurus episode was probably the best one. That one and the Hell Creek one with the T-Rex and the Troodons were pretty cool. But I definitely like the Allosaurus episode the most. Dinosaur Evolution wasn't bad. It had its quirks. It was definitely very cartoony, but I could sit down and enjoy it. I think Dinosaur Revolution had its moments, and I think it definitely wasn't a bad show. I think the same thing about Planet Dinosaur. Yeah. Am I the only one who? I absolutely no idea why, but using BBC Earth themes is really cliche. Well, because everybody watches that stuff. What is this? Oh, I keep forgetting that Avocado the Law is King Egypticus. I'll respond to him later. Did I miss anything? Ludia are very bad because the tournament is fake. The players in the leaderboard are fake. Oh, yeah, I know that. It uses people's Facebook photos and names, but you're playing against AI. Not sure how legal that is. Well, it's not illegal. It's just trashy. Yeah, the biggest problem I have with the intro is that the footage is just from the episodes. I just got a red filter slapped onto it. Is just the footage from the episode. Well, what do you expect? That's what intros usually are. It's just a bunch of collaged photos, like a montage. I don't see what's wrong with that. It's another thing. Like, I don't get why people were criticizing like reused footage in the trailers above all things. It's like, don't you want to have less things spoiled for you? And don't you know that like big movies recycle footage in like all of their trailers? I don't quite get that criticism, but I don't know. Isn't Daredevil an anime? I don't think so. I don't think there's an anime of Daredevil. I think it's just a show, a live action show on Netflix. Bruh, King Egypticus looks like Daredevil. I don't know what. Hello, weeaboos. Hey, you can't joke in public, bro. It's not cool. People will crucify you. Hey, the Holly's here. What's up, my dude? Good day, sir. Well, it is now. I hope you're having a good day, Bermudasaurus. Jessica Van Hell. Hey, everybody's jumping in. Hey, we have 4 latest comments or 4 new people to the stream. That's sweet. Oh, I was thinking of Devilman. My bad. That anime had so much nudity. Why is Kikizilla on your head? Because I don't feel like holding him, and people requested for him to be brought out so that you can see him. It's easier to put him on my head. That's my only reason, really. I mean, I think he makes a pretty good hat too. I'm not a really big hat fan, but this one's a pretty good fan. Pretty good hat. Kikizilla makes for a great hat. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm already gonna get crucified for making Star Wars references. I think a lot of people make Star Wars references. Yeet. Star Wars is garbage. I'm not a fan of Star Wars. I wouldn't say it's garbage, but, well, Last Jedi was garbage. Not even a Star Wars fan, and I instantly saw that movie and I was like, that's crap. The footage is fine. It's just lazy how you just put a red filter on it, make it like Primeval's intro with the parts of the anomaly flying, having the footage in them. Well, you know, that's a very complex thing. I mean, sure, you could say it, you could do that. It's not as easy as it sounds, but I like this intro. I personally like this one a lot better than that. It's a montage of things to happen in the show, and it's also a reference to Dinosaur Revolution's intro, which had the red filter that's very overexposed and exotic and exaggerated, which makes it very visually different from the rest of the show, which makes it obvious as an intro. That's why I like it. I think it works fine for it. And I disagree with it being lazy. I think it's a creative choice. There's a lot of editing that went into that, too. Is the Amrex a Mattel figure? No. Mattel figures are never getting inside of Mesozoic. No, that's not happening. Oh, my gosh. I think Star Wars is overrated. Well, opinions are opinions. I still have to do my schoolwork. I'll come back when I'm done. Sweetness. You do that. Womp womp. I already said multiple times that there's not going to be any Mattel figures or any of those like action figure or action feature toys inside of Mesozoic because they don't look real and they have a lot of seams. They're clearly toys. They don't look as convincing as a lot of the other figures. And I know I have some derpy older figures in there, but I wrote them in as characters. They look outdated. They work. It's best what I'm getting. So, I also have schoolwork. I'll do it. Q. TLJ terrible though. I agree. Oh, The Last Jedi. That's what it is. At some point, you should just do your homework, my dude. Can you show Green Safari Aloe? This one. Yeetus Bombitus, my Deuterino. There it is. If it will focus. I have to block out my head. If I block out my face, then it might focus. There we go. there is this sexy figure. It's highly underrated in my opinion. Well, I don't necessarily recommend it, but for Allosaurus fans, it's not as bad as people say. That's what I'll say. I don't think it's as bad as people say. And yes, it is pretty shrink wrapped. Like, it looks pretty emaciated, which is interesting. It's not actually as bad as you think it is in person. Stands up pretty decently. Pretty decently. Oh man, it has the precursors to the Giganotosaurus Freddy Krueger claws. That's fun. Just noticed that. And put that guy back in there. At least edit in some footprints with the names of the people who helped make the show go across the screen. That wouldn't have been such a bad idea. Maybe I'll add that in. That's actually not a bad idea. I don't know where I'll put them. Maybe I might know where to put it. That is actually not a bad idea. I might take that. The only figure I have is the Eofauna Giga. That's the only figure? Are you serious? LO, we are criticizing MI. I thought we moved past this. What do you mean? Ooh, the Aloe is so majestic. I'm gonna buy him and the 2019 Aloe from Safari. Yeah. Well, the 2019 Allosaurus from Safari is the figure I'm getting from Safari. What? I didn't say that. So I guess after my review, you can decide if you want it or not. Hey, what do you think about Mattel mini dinosaurs? Because I think they are better than the full-sized figures. Mini dinosaurs. Or like those, like the little, like tiny ones? Or do you just mean like the smaller line? Like, is that like the ones that came in the mini pack? The one that I got? Did you know that PETA and... Oh, yeah, I already know. I already threw a huge fit about that. The Carnegie Allosaurus is great, but when you see the shots from the trailers, he doesn't look that convincing in comparison to the Papa Allosaurus. Carnegie Allosaurus. Oh, you think that's not the Carnegie Allosaurus. That's a Safari Wild one. Yeah, it's older. It's I've had that guy as a character for a while, but that's one of the best Allosaurus figures that are out there. So I'm not really upset about that at all. The Papa ones definitely have way better presence on screen than the other figures, though, because the detail is so crisp on the Papa figures. Yeah, everything next to them doesn't look as convincing, but, you know, they're figures, so what do you expect? There's only so much you can do. Just at the bottom or the top, depending on where the dinosaurs are. Yeah, I know. I'll put them at the bottom most likely, but I don't know where during the thing. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I didn't think of that. I just have the credits, which everything is rolled. But that's actually a really good idea. Thank you for that. I legit turned into a demon from rage because of that. What? Oh, from the Steve Irwin thing. Yeah. I don't want to talk about that because I got really, really pissed off as well. I agree with you. It is so accurate. Which one? Oh, the Safari Wild one. Yeah, the Safari Wild one is one of the best Allosauruses out there for accuracy currently, outside of the 2019 Allosaurus, which isn't out yet. But I'm looking forward to reviewing that one. I would actually argue that the newer Safari Wild, the green one, is more accurate than that one, slightly, than the older Safari Wild one, like the yellow one. I don't know about this new one. This new one, I can already tell you it's not perfect, but I'm looking forward to seeing how it'll be in person. The Papa Allosaurus is really bad in terms of accuracy, really bad, but it looks nice. Yeah, those ones. The blind bag ones. What was your question again? What do you think about the Mattel mini dinosaurs? They're mini. I have a bunch of them. I got over them really quick. I'm not a huge fan. That's basically it. Blind bag dinos suck. PETA or a horror company. I agree. I literally stole a little girl's. They literally stole a little girl's dog once and euthanized it. It had no health problems. PETA paid compensation so the family didn't sue. Yeah, I heard about that. They've also done a lot of other crappy stuff. I never even looked into PETA before. All I knew was that they had something to do with protecting animals. And so I was like casually a supporter. I never actually supported them, but I was like, yeah, that's cool. PETA's cool. But then the Steve Irwin thing happened. I'm like, what the frick? And I totally got pissed off. I posted it on my personal social medias and was ranting about it, getting really upset. I ended up crying at one point because Steve Irwin's very close to my heart. But yeah, that really pissed me off. And then I found out about all those other things that PETA had done, and I'm like, what the hell? How come this isn't like out there and obvious? PETA isn't just a horrible company. It's the most wasteful organization that has no reason to exist. Even vegans hate that organization. Vegans hate everything, to be honest. I think that's kind of stereotypical. I just got home from school, perfect timing. Yeet. Well, we've been in the stream for 30 minutes, so 31 minutes and 32 minutes past perfect timing, but almost. I'm just playing with you. I already read all that. You have been dingusized. I don't know what you're trying to say. Greetings, comrades. Hello, Atlan's Productions. I really hope this his kid doesn't see that tweet. Oh, you mean Steve Irwin's kids? Yeah, I guarantee you they already know about it, dude. I bet everybody in his family knows about that already. Hey, Edge is here. Why? Oh, you guys have never joined in on my streams before. I'm gonna add you as a moderator. But even though PETA did all that terrible stuff, they still have blinded supporters. I know. I really hope. I have another idea. Why not put paint splatters splash on the corners of the screen and have dinosaur footprints walk out of them and the dinosaur step? Yeah, that's a little. No, I don't. I mean, it's a good idea, but I don't really like it. It's not what I want for it. I like the cartoony, overexposed theme of just the red filter that makes it look like it's. It gives it a theme, but it gives it a filter shot, and it has the reference to Dinosaur Evolution and the style of the intro. But I do like the little thing talking about who's in association with it. We should shove a Gila monster baby in someone at PETA. I agree, Edge. Except that would be very painful for the Gila monster. But yeah. LOL, we? What? This is Edge, guys. If any of you guys don't watch Edge, you guys need to. Edge is the best. Edge is the best. Unless, of course, you're someone who's allergic to meat or doesn't like and you're vegetarian, and that's fine as long as they didn't force their beliefs on everyone. That's interesting. The breast. Oh, yes, you're the breast. Yeah, seriously, guys, if you guys, I guarantee you there's probably at least one person in this stream that doesn't watch Edge or isn't subscribed to Edge, But that channel is like the best. You guys learn all kinds of educational content over there. Yours truly does some stuff over there, so that's like the best reason to go over there. But yeah, that's awesome. And like I said earlier in the stream, I was hanging out with Destin yesterday, and so that was really fun. Wait, PETA are like Nazis, but for animals. They're starting with Jesus. Okay, guys, let's steer away from the PETA stuff. Let's steer away from that. Let's talk about something else. I don't want to remember the reason I started the stream was because I had a disappointing morning and I wanted you guys to cheer me up. And now we're talking about something else that's disappointing. So let's not do that, please. I think the problem I have is that the dinosaurs seem kind of peaceful in the intro, and there isn't much editing, and you put rock and roll-esque music over it. I think you're being really harsh. There is a lot of editing to that. I made a lot of little subtle things, and there's a lot of that goes into it. Yet again, you can have any opinion you want, but I think you're being a little harsh. I'm not going to change that. If I do anything, I'll add the little credit thing to it to the people. But overall, the style of the intro, I think it's exactly what I want. PETA's my favorite bread. That's a good comment right there. That's a fantastic comment. The Edge sounds like an edgy teenager band. Well, it is an edgy teenager band, but the best edgy teenager band. Okay, let's sing Aiden a song to cheer him up. No, I prefer tortillas. Tortillas or pita bread or tortillas. Both of them have a lot of bread. I'm not a fan of bread, but I'm going to go with tortilla because it doesn't sound like pita. Yeet. What I missed? You missed Edge coming in the chat. And yeah. What kind of giant monster do you think rose out of the ground in Godzilla TV trailer? Not saying that the monster I think you mean Toho monster. It is an animal. What animal is it based on? I just think it's going to be kind of like a big dragon dinosaur-esque creature, kind of like some Pacific Rim thing. It looks like it has a very big bulky head, so I'm expecting something of that, like maybe gorilla-esque stature. Maybe something like a dragon or a dinosaur. That's what I'm expecting. Something along that. Maybe vaguely Godzilla in shape. That's what I'm expecting. I may be completely wrong. All we know what it looks like is its head. All I want to say is that to all those people that thought it was Anguirus, and then Gamera, and then Camiobus, I told you. Not only me, but a lot of other people told you too that it wasn't going to be them. Edge, real cool dude, had a great stream with him this weekend. Helped answer paleontology questions. Oh yeah, Edge is the best. Seriously, the dude is even cooler in person. I had a blast yesterday. Yesterday was legit one of the best days I've had in a long time. That was just really fun. To any of you guys just joining in, what happened yesterday is I was hanging out with Destin Bogart, aka the director of Edge, and his roommate and another person that he knows. And I had my sister and brother, and we all went and hung out at the Reptilian Nation Expo, and then we watched How to Train Your Dragon and just hung out and stuff, and that was really fun. Video for that whole trip combined with our Gem and Mineral Show trip from September or something will be out soon, and that's going to be really cool. Happy being alive to you. Happy being alive, Aiden. Happy being alive to you. Thank you, King Kaiju. That definitely cheers me up. Gingerbread. Howdy, Camo. So nothing okay. Guten Tag. Camo the rip-off Mattel collector. Okay then. Oh, okay. Didn't mean to be mean. You're not being mean. I think I didn't take offense to it. I'm just saying I think you're being a little too harsh on the intro. What is this? GarageBand? We'll delete it. What? I'm gonna have to fix that later. My fellow Egypticus, we were raging about pitas, and yeah. Would you like to see a T-Rex versus Spinosaurus rematch in Jurassic World 3? No. If it happens again, I want the Spinosaurus to win. If it doesn't, if the T-Rex is going to beat the Spinosaurus, I don't want it to happen. Because I know why it's going to happen, and that's it. And I don't want it. I don't want to see it. Because I'm so fed up with Jurassic World fans and Jurassic Park fans complaining about the T-Rex losing against the Spinosaurus. It's another dinosaur. They wanted to try something new and give something else the spotlight besides the T-Rex. Stop whining about it. If the frickin' T-Rex, if Rexy kills the Spinosaurus, I'm gonna throw my pickle on the floor because it's just gonna be ridiculous. I don't want to see it. That's just me. I honestly hate how people complain about that. I think it's just ridiculous. Oh, and Kiki Dino Man saw my Aquabot Cities trailer. He commented, "Oh, sweet. Oh, how was How to Train Your Dragon? It was good. It was good like the other ones. I think it was the worst out of the series, but then again, I love all of them, so it's not really a bad thing to be the worst out of the 3 movies that I love. But it's the least good out of the 3, if that makes sense. But it's good. It's good. Not gonna talk too much about it though. Just don't watch the trailers. The trailers give away everything. Everything's given away in the trailers. Just don't watch the trailers. If you've seen the trailers, then try to forget it. And if you haven't seen the trailers, completely avoid them if you want to see that movie. The trailers, there's not a single scene in that entire movie that isn't shown at least part of inside the trailer. It sucks. The marketing team for that movie really dropped the ball on that thing. Got 3 Mattel yesterday, and some Kenner is on the way. Ooh. How to Train Your Dragon 3. Which new dragon was your favorite? Which new dragon was my favorite? Probably the Light Fury was my favorite out of the new dragons. Still, the Night Fury is my favorite dragon. I know it's pretty basic, and I'm not usually the type of person to like basic stuff like that, but all I need to explain is that sound like as it's flying through the sky and then blowing up stuff. That is like the coolest theme ever. When like in the first movie, you just hear that screech as Toothless is flying down and shooting the towers, and then when he's attacking the big monster or the big dragon at the end of the film, it's just that screech through the air. The Night Fury is the coolest thing. Even though they did just kind of turn him into Godzilla after the second movie. That's when we were watching the second movie, all of my siblings, I didn't even say it, and I'm a Godzilla fan, but all of my siblings, when Toothless's spines lit up and they turned blue, all of my siblings were like, Godzilla! They did kind of just turn him into Godzilla after that, which is a kind of a cool reference, but it was a little odd. Geeky, I agree the reason why they made the T-Rex lose is to introduce a new dino into the franchise, but if they make a T-Rex and Spinosaurus team up against a bigger threat, I would like that. I don't really want to see them over anthropomorphizing the dinosaurs. I wouldn't mind to see a 3-way battle between like a Giganotosaurus, a Spinosaurus, and a T-Rex where they all die, like where they all just kind of like beat the hell out of each other and then all die of blood loss or something. That I'd be kind of okay with or something. And then maybe Rexy's the last one standing, and then you get to have your emotional moment with Rexy where the cast can, touch your face and be like, oh no, the hero T-Rex is dying. Who's gonna care? Well, Aiden's not. How do you feel about your audience being mostly made up of younger individuals? Would you prefer something else? No, I'm fine with that. I would prefer to have a more mixed audience. Like a lot of older people watching. I do have quite a bunch of old people watching, actually. Like by old, I mean older, like my age and actually up, like some people in the 30s and stuff like that watch my channel. But I would like a higher ratio of that. But I don't mind it. I think it's fun to inspire younger individuals, and younger individuals tend to have a lot more of an expansive mind and a lot more imagination. So I think it's really fun to talk to the younger individuals. A lot of the older ones tend to be a little bit more toned down. Not everybody, but a lot of them tend to not be as crazy fun, I guess. Is 14 on the younger side? Definitely. I'm assuming that 13 is on the younger side. Of course, I'm talking like, well, the youngest is like, I have a lot of people 8 and younger on here actually, which is interesting. So they clearly have like the child mode put onto YouTube, and it approves of me, so that's good. Boring old guy here, ha ha ha. Well, then I'm a boring old guy too. So there you go. There's a proof. If this guy is calling himself old, and there's another older person on my channel. I don't know what to say because I haven't seen you comment before, so I cannot confirm if you're an old or if you're a boring guy, or if you're a fun guy. I'm assuming you're probably a fun guy, but you probably just don't like talking as much. Hot take: JP is the only good Jurassic movie. Hot take. Okay, but I think Jurassic World is the best in my opinion. I like it the most. I mean, you are boring. Yeah, I'm pretty boring. At least I'm not as boring as that Scottish freak, though. Jesus Christ, that guy does nothing but Star Wars crap anymore. I mean, that guy's like, ugh. Nobody even likes him anymore. He doesn't even do any of the cool stuff. He used to do that cool show called Meso Bedroom, Dinosaur Island Revival. Oh, he ruined Dinosaur Island. Oh my God. That guy's the most boring for sure. He just puts basketballs in his Dinosaur Island show. I mean, what the hell? Grass is red. That's pretty good hot take right there. Thank you, Edge. Thank you, and Kiki. No, JW sucks. Well, then your opinion is bad, and you should feel bad. I don't care if you have a favorite Jurassic World or Jurassic Park movie. Then cool, that's cool. Except if it's Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. It's all good. It's all good unless it's Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. I just personally, for me, I like Jurassic World the most. Yeah. Degenerates like you belong on the cross. That is not nice. I'm going to put you in timeout, Ogie. Sorry, dude. Don't be rude to other people in the chat. Lost World was the best. I had a thought, and then I lost it, and I'm trying to capture it. Lost World. That's the second Jurassic Park. Lost World's okay. I don't mind that one. I like all the Jurassic Park movies except for Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. I just like Jurassic World the most. Mine goes Jurassic World, then Jurassic Park 3, then Jurassic Park, then The Lost World, and then way down at the bottom is Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. The worst Jurassic Park movie of all time, in my opinion. But if you like it, then cool. I wish I could have liked it too. Fun fact, Kiki, the T-Rex was supposed to fight the Spinosaurus in the original. Oh, yeah, I know about that. It was supposed to kill it. And then I'm glad they didn't do that because I would have hated that movie even more. Sup, CJ Destroyer. Yeah, Jurassic World / JP movies were cool, but nothing beats the novels. I never read them. I'm not into like novels as much. I'm just not kind of a book person, so I probably would like the movies more anyways. You suck. Read my comments to not suck so hard. Oh, you did make a comment there. At least I have shows that at least have episodes. Yeah, well, at least once my show starts, it will actually finish and not get canceled. Guys, don't get all rambunctious in the chat. We're just having some playful fun. That look of disappointment on his face. Yeet. Lost World is pretty solid until it turns into Godzilla at the end. Yeah, I agree. That's probably one of my least favorite parts of that movie. Lost World isn't too bad, though. You get a lot of Ian Malcolm. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I did 3 seasons of DIR with no pauses, boy. Yeah, but all of those were trash. I was told the day that I sound and resemble like Mark Zuckerberg. That's an interesting thing to be told. Also, BS, you've canceled like 100 shows. Well, not 100, but I have canceled a lot. But at least all of those were things nobody cared about. Like things I'm talking about like with like 30 views on them. Your old shows are worse. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But you have Dinosaur Island Revival. Dude, Camo, DIR Season 1 had a month-long breaks between episodes, except for that one time when you released 2 episodes in a day. Shh. Shh. Yeah, King Egypticus. Shh. Don't talk about that. We don't want to talk about that. Jeez. Silly boy, don't bring up logic in this. Have you ever came across the older miniseries The Dinosaurs by PBS? That's what I grew up with. Never heard of that one. The Dinosaurs. Exclamation point. Actually, that does sound familiar with the exclamation point. If that's what it, if it had an exclamation point in the, actually, that might have been. Oh wait, am I thinking of a different one? Is that Dinosaurs? I don't know. Let me look it up. The Dinosaurs. Is it this one, the American sitcom, the one with the puppets and stuff? I can't see if it's made by PBS or not. PBS. No. There's something. Yeah, The Dinosaurs! Exclamation mark. That's a Stratosaurus here. That's interesting. Let's see. Does Wikipedia have a page on it? Yes, it does. The Dinosaurs American television miniseries produced by featured some then modern theories about dinosaurs and how they lived. It aired 4 episodes from November 22nd to November 25th, 1992. Huh. Holy crap. It has a lot of dinosaurs that were in this. That is cool. I'm going to have to try to check that out. That's actually interesting. I've never heard of that one before. That one's cool. Screw it. I'm going to unprivate the Billy video now. Sweetness, my dude. Did you get a haircut? Nope. Type in the PBS dinosaurs and the monsters that emerge on YouTube. Oh, the whole episode's on there? Let's see. PBS the dinosaurs. Let's just do that for now. Monsters emerge, 1 of 4. 56 minutes. Doesn't have any animated stuff in here, but it talks about the fossils and stuff. That's actually pretty interesting. I cannot express enough of my sincere gratitude for you finding this lost piece of my childhood that I thought 20 years ago would never be found again. I'm going to add this to my watch later, and I'm going to have to check that out. Thanks for that recommendation. That is actually really cool. And I'm glad that you're commenting, because I've never seen your comments on here before. I don't think I have. There's a lot of people. I'm sorry. If you have commented and I've never seen you before this stream, then that's my bad. There's a lot of people to keep track of. Guys, I saw Rebor Anki, and I look at it, makes a decent Tarsha. The price is just too high for my budget. Why? You can go anywhere back in time where you would go. You can go anywhere back in time. Where would you go? If I could go anywhere back in time, the Morrison Formation. That would be really awesome, because it has all of the different types of dinosaurs I'd want to see. I really want to see sauropods. Just to see something that massive actually walk would be fascinating, and there's so many there that lived at the time. And then you have Allosaurus, one of the most badass carnivores to ever live, which is just awesome. So I'd love to see that. And you have an Ankylosaur there, Stegosaurus. You have some smaller animals, there's Stratosaurus, Torvosaurus. There's tons of different things to see there. So basically, if I went to the Morrison Formation, I wouldn't run out of things to see, which would be really cool. Kiki, can you break up the fight between King Egypticus and Camosaurus? What's going on with them? Camo, you're going to get taken down in 2 minutes. Why? Hey, Kiki, is this what you want? Is this the Billy? I think it's the Billy. Billy the Vacation Hopper. It's 1 minute, 58 seconds. You might be able to actually watch this in the stream, possibly. Yeah. Okay. Here in a bit, I'll tell you guys when I start it, so you guys can sync it up and watch it with me if you want. We'll watch it here in a sec. I want to catch up with the chat because I missed some stuff. Oh crap! My table's at 20%, or your tablet's at 20%. I read that wrong. Now before CG, but there are some animations. Oh, there are some like, is it like the more like drawn animations? That's pretty cool. Because I did see the Ceratosaurus picture there on the Wikipedia thing, or no, that's not Wikipedia. What was this thing here? I don't know what this side panel thing is, but it shows a Ceratosaurus. It's like animated. This actually isn't too bad. So there you go. Let's close that. Close that. What is your favorite dinosaur? Tyrannus. I also, if you want to see it, I have a top 10 favorite carnivorous dinosaurs and top 10 favorite herbivorous dinosaurs video recently posted to the channel. I think you should check those two out. I think that would give you a lot of insight on the types of animals that I like. I think they're pretty cool videos. Oh, that's just Camo posting a thing on Dino Nation. Hey, could you later check an animated short called Sharp Teeth? It's cool. I've already seen that. And I thought it was pretty decent. I thought the anime, I appreciated it more after watching the behind the scenes thing. Cesar was actually the one who made me watch it. And then he made me watch I checked it out and I saw the behind the scenes thing, and that made me appreciate it more. But if I'm being completely honest, when I first watched it, I wasn't a fan of the narration. It was pretty hard to understand what he was saying sometimes, and it was overlapping with the audio of the thing too much. But, and even he acknowledged that it had some parts of it that he didn't really know if he was fully into. But I still, after I actually saw his behind the scenes and I could understand what he was doing with it, I could appreciate it more. It was a very generic story, the most basic story that you could do with that kind of. It was base level. The bad guy's bad, but not really, or like the bad guy isn't really bad. There is no bad guy. That's basic story. You can sum it up by that. But I still thought it was well done. The animation was well done. The artistic value was really great. But the narration did bring me out at first. I can appreciate it now, but when I first watched it, I didn't like the narration, and it didn't work well for me when I first watched it. I finished the game and I got the money. Can pick it off and just get the groceries, drop the kids at the shop, and get the girls to do something. Cool. That's awesome. What 4 dinosaurs would you combine into a super hybrid? What 4 dinosaurs would I combine into a super hybrid? That's an interesting question. Let me get back to that here. Let me just make sure I haven't missed any other easier answer questions. I already read that. I'd go back in time to see what a Spinosaurus actually looked like. That's not a bad choice. Okay, so I don't think I missed anything. So, what was your question? What 4 dinosaurs would you combine into a super hybrid? They have to be dinosaurs. He said 4 hybrids. To a super hybrid. Well. Well, let's start off with Triceratops. That's a great base body. It has all the weaponry and the combat that is already needed on the base, and you can easily add to that chassis there. The head is fantastic. So then you can add in a little bit of the Ankylosaurus. Maybe give it a longer tail with the club so it can defend its rear as well. But then it's mostly for the armor. The armor is going to protect its back. So you have the Triceratops with the armor there. I want to keep it kind of like that. So I don't want to make it too ridiculous there. Let's add some Styracosaurus in there. If you add some Styracosaurus in there, then its nasal horn can be bigger. It's then maybe bend the 2 horns at the top a little bit more back, so it has the 3 horns that are big and capable of stabbing, and then it's got all these big horns on the back to protect it there. And then if I were to do a third, or the 4th and final creature to mix in there. Let's do a Therizinosaurus. Yeah, we'll do a Therizinosaurus. It stands up bipedally. It has the armor on its back, the club tail, the head with a bunch of spikes on it, and the big claws. That's what I'd do. Let's do that one. That one sounds like a pretty cool idea. How would you react if Safari Limited released Gallimimus? That would be really cool. I've been wanting an ornithomimid for a while besides Dinokairos. I think that'd be really cool. We need a new ornithomimid. Well, technically, Kiki, no one is truly good or bad. We're all God's imperfect creation. I agree with that in the terms of the motivation part. That's something I play around with Mesozoic Isle a lot, is that even the antagonists have motivation. That's a thing I like to play around with a bunch, is that motivation is key to making a character really good for antagonists, at least. That's what I like. So I understand that, and I agree. But I do think there are people that I would understand classifying as evil. I think that there are bad people, and I do think that there are evil people and bad animals and evil animals. I think that's just something that can happen. But they do have their reasons for it. But I do still think that they classify as bad or evil. They're not quite as common as you think they are, but I do think that there are individuals that do that. His name's Kiki. What was the other thing? Do more Billy Vacation Hopper. We love it, I think. I used autocorrect to write that masterpiece. Would you like there to be a Walking with Dinosaurs remake, but like it as the same narrator and the same stories, kind of just the dinosaurs, no talk, just like Walking with Dinosaurs 3D? Just the dinosaurs, no talk. Oh, okay. So you mean like... Okay, so I understand now. So you're just saying you do want narration and you do want the stories to be like that. I'd love a Walking with Dinosaurs 2. I think a Walking with Dinosaurs 2 would be awesome. In the Cthulhu, there is no good or evil. There is just okay. I'm going to do my chemistry lab. Be back never. See ya, Edge. Thanks for tuning in, my boy. Kiki, the super hybrid's name is Therianchiceratops, basically. Yeah. Or Ceratopsaurus, or Cerasaurus. Because you got to get the Styracosaurus part in there. Klepta has released a Struthiomimus. Yeah, I know that, but I think that Safari needs to make an ornithomimid, like a more classic one. The Dinokairos doesn't really count. How would you react if BBC released a Walking with Dinosaurs remake with the same narrator? Didn't you already do that? Same narrator, and it's like the old original episodes, but more up to date. That's just kind of like a course correction. I'd rather them do new stuff and just improve on it in the ways they can there. I'd rather them like not do T-Rex again, not do the Morrison formation again, even though they did leave a lot of animals out of the Morrison formation. I'd rather them do like Spinosaurus and other things like Giganotosaurus would be really cool. They could do the Yixan formation to be really cool. They could do an Australian. Well, they did that already. Yeah, just new stuff. I'd like to see new stuff. New stuff would be cool. Do the roar. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Camo. Orcas can be evil. How about Archaeornithomimus for Safari? I'd rather have a Struthio. Well, Struthiomimus Collector gave us that. Either an Ornithomimus or Gallimimus I'd really like to see. One of those two. I think Papa would be the one more likely to give us a Gallimimus, which I'm surprised they haven't given us one yet. But yeah, do it. Do the roar. I don't know what you're talking about. Do the roar. My friend Oliver is having a birthday tomorrow, so I want streamers to say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Oliver. Hey. I hope you're having a great day, Oliver. Please react. I as Despart. I know I'm gonna react to it in here in a second. I want Walking with Dinosaurs, episode 1, Spinosaurus. Kiki said it before I could. I'm a little confused by the end part, but say 1 in the chat if you think Walking with Dinosaurs 3D movie should not have had voices. I agree. Do the roar. I don't know what you're talking about. Do it. Licks lollipop. For Safari 2020, my baseline expectation are ornithomimid, big or small, a medium-sized tyrannosaurid with minimal feathering, a hadrosaurid, a giant sauropod, another pterosaur. I'm not expecting a giant sauropod. I really want one, but I'm not expecting it. I'm hoping for a hadrosaurid. What was my thing? I was talking to David last night. What was the thing I was going to guess? I forget what it was. I had a guess as to what I do think Safari was going to make, but I forget what it was. What do you think is the best Walking With documentary? I like Walking With Monsters the most. Happy Date of Birth to Oliver. A kid is pestering Shrek to do the roar. Okay, then. How about Ostafricosaurus for PNSO? That would be pretty cool. If Ostafricosaurus did if PNSO did an Ostafricosaurus, that'd be pretty cool. Safari is me remaking Carnegie models. What do you think of the remake of next? Oh, that's I think that's what I was gonna say. I think we're getting a Baryonyx from Safari next year. That's what I think. I think we're getting a Baryonyx from Safari next year. That's the Carnegie remake. I think we're getting next year is the Baryonyx. I just think that. I just have a feeling. I might be wrong, but okay. Yes, another marine creature, please. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oh, you guys are talking about for Safari. All right, let's watch this Billy thing. I'm at 0 seconds right now. If you want to watch it along with me, go to Camosaurus's channel. Currently, it says it has 1 view and no likes or dislikes. But then again, it's probably just saying that because I clicked on this link when it was first uploaded. So I'm going to like it. So yeah, I'm going to start it here in a second. We have to leave now. Goodbye. See ya, Jim.
Hey, I'm going to pick up the boys, so someone needs to watch it.
Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to watch this, and then we'll get off the screen because I got to watch my doggos. So here we go. I'm starting the video in 3, 2, 1, go. Good music as always. Is this just gonna be just this music? My goodness. This little Bo Peep. Mustard engine. It's so nice to hear Billy's voice again. No, I just... Uh-oh, Obi-Wan Kenobi wants to... I hate you. I'll give you a pack of Beatles. Done. Oh my god. Hell yeah, pina coladas. That was enjoyable to see Billy's voice again. Would you like the Megalodon to make an appearance in Jurassic World 3? That wouldn't be too bad. It would be kind of cool to see some Cenozoic stuff. I don't think it's really necessary because we already have the Mosasaurus, and it'd be kind of weird to see a Megalodon. That'd be kind of out of nowhere, but yeah. Would you like the Megalodon to make an appearance? I already read that. Collector's Baryonyx has an unnaturally long tail. I haven't seen it from the side, so I don't know. But that one I'm looking forward to getting. I've already made a dislike to my least favorite Dilo. Made a dislike to my least favorite Dilo. You talking about Billy? You suck, my dude. Oh, dang it. Spilled lemonade on my bed sheet. Oh, that's fun. A new Safari Dilo would be awesome. That would be actually really cool. I'd love to see a new Safari Dilo. Why is there only 11 people still here? I am very, very sad. You are amazing. Well, thank you, Matt. That's very nice of you. Well, we're not really doing too much right now, and I was just reacting to that Billy video. But I'm going to need to get going because I need to watch the doggos and then get back to work on stuff. I want to see Safari make a Purosaurus. Purosaurus. Isn't that like a crocodile? I think it's like a crocodilian. I want to get carboniferous stuff from Safari. That would be pretty cool. And Arthropleura is actually something I'd really like to see. I'd actually like to see an Arthropleura figure. A giant caiman. That was beautiful. Great job, Camo. I want a smock from Collecta. Oh, okay. Lemonade on bed sheets. Dinosuchus, yes, another marine creature, please. Shrek to do the roar. Hey, I didn't miss anything. All right, so any last questions, guys? I'm going to get going here in a second. Are you serious, people? No, it's at 9. I'm staying here until I'll actually have to go to bed. Oh, don't worry about it, Matt. It's completely fine, my dude. What was the worst dinosaur documentary you've ever seen? The worst dinosaur documentary I've ever seen? Probably Dinosaurs Inside and Out. My grandpa bought that for me because it was sitting inside of a grocery store, and it was relatively cheap, and it looked kind of cool. And I got it, and we watched it, and it was the worst thing ever. That was pretty bad. If you want a more real answer, like of the bigger shows, the bigger documentaries that I've seen, the one I liked the least was Dinosaur Planet. Not Planet Dinosaur, not the one from BBC. Dinosaur Planet. It's one by Discovery Channel, I think, maybe. Something like that. I'm not a huge fan of that one. I don't mind part of it. But other than that, I think it's very poorly made, in my opinion. What about Jurassic Fight Club? I enjoyed Jurassic Fight Club for what it was. And back when I watched it when I was younger, I enjoyed it. I recognized it was kind of ridiculous, the whole concept of it. But it was enjoyable to watch. And I watched some episodes more recently. Only the ones that kind of, just a couple of them. I think I watched the Majungasaurus episode and the Bloodiest Battle of All Time episode. And I watched, I don't remember what the other ones I watched, but I watched those. And those ones, they held up pretty well. The scientific sections were actually the parts I liked the most because they were talking about the dinosaurs and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. Little Dass's Hunt, absolute perfection. That's the one I hate. What about Jurassic Fight Club? I already read that. Dinosaur Evolution had great dinosaur designs, and Dinosaur Fight Club has a game. Yep, I played the game back when it first came out, and it was okay. It wasn't the best, but it was okay. Anyways, thank you guys all for joining in on this stream. I really do appreciate you guys all joining in, but I gotta get going to watch the dogs, and I gotta get some more work done. What if Godzilla versus the Kraken from Clash of the Titans would be a good movie? I mean, I don't really have a reason to enjoy something like that, but I think some people would enjoy it. Not something I would really look forward to, but maybe. And my tablet's dead. Goodbye, Kiki. All right, see ya, Jessica. Jessica screwed up Stratosaurus. the Stratosaurus is okay in that. I thought they did okay. They also depicted it being far less impressive than Allosaurus, which is pretty correct. Farewell, my comrades. All right, see you guys. I'm going to see you guys later. I need to get going now. But thanks for all joining in. Okay, bye, Kiki. Have fun with your dogs. I will. Boy!